Today we've had a party parliamentary group meeting for the Jubilee coalition, mainly on the National Assembly, and which was graced by our party leader, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Deputy Party Leader, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, and good attendance. I think the last count was 150 plus. Before final records, of course, the number of details will be released later. And the main outcome of the meeting was the change in leadership of the party. And I really want to thank His Excellency the President as a party leader for proposing me to take over as the new leader of the majority party in Parliament. And it's a humbling situation because it's the confidence he's shown for me to take on the leadership of the party in the Parliament in the next 2 years as we move towards the changeover. And want to also congratulate my colleague Honorable Edan Kainan, who now takes over the position I had been given just 2 weeks ago as the Joint Secretary to the Joint Parliamentary Group of both the Senate and the National Assembly. I did half the notes. He will complete the other half, and then we work together, and obviously with the other changes that were made that you already reported on. So I don't take this appointment lightly. It's a great honor to me. It's I can only promise to do my best to serve not just the party, but also our country, and as we get into the issues that need to be addressed. I also want to underscore and really appreciate the dedicated service that the Honorable Duale has rendered to this country in the last 8 years. I've been in that position before as Deputy Leader of Government Business in the 11th Parliament, in the 10th Parliament, and I know what it means to be in the House every day. I've spent a lot of time with Honorable Duale in the leadership of the House, serving together in the House Business Committee, and I know his commitment. And so it needs to go on record, and I think also the President did say the same, and we know he's still a big asset to this country. And we will continue using his expertise and his experience, harnessing the synergies of the diversity of our thoughts and ideas for the greater good of this country. I also want to really thank the membership of, I know, calling a meeting on a Monday morning when people are coming from the constituencies. People travel that night to be here to show the support to His Excellency the President and the Deputy President and the party leadership, that when we accord, we're there. And I believe that's the new unity that we've all been working for as we forge forward for the purposes of achieving the greater good in terms of the promises and the pledges we made to the Kenyan people. So let me leave it at that. Our formal statement obviously will be coming, but as of now, I just want to really thank His Excellency the President for the confidence he's shown in myself and in my brother here as we take on, as join the rest of the team of Honorable Angwe, Honorable Malcolm Aure, and Jimmy Angweni in spearheading the National Assembly and the other team within the Senate as we achieve Jubilee agenda.
What about the committees?
The departmental committees is one of the responsibilities we have. Is between now and Thursday, we will have processed all the names that need to be changed, working obviously with the party leader, and then you'll get to hear of those when the names are officially released in Parliament. Okay? There's a process that needs to go through, and that process has to go through a selection committee, it has to go through House Business Committee, it has then to go to the House.
So by that Thursday we'll have all the names?
By Thursday, the committees will then have elected, because they need to do an election. There is a formal process, and we hope that we'll get the results declared by the clerk in terms of the election that who have taken place in the various committees by Thursday.
What is the president's tone to the rebels per se?
They are not rebels.
No, but you understand the question I'm asking?
No. Let me tell you, we don't have rebels. The rebels exist in the eyes of people who want to profile people as pro or anti. I don't see anyone traveling that distance at night to come here to rebel. People came here because they are committed to the party, right?
Critical of the president's agenda. Let me put it that way.
No, we had a very humble, we had a very cordial meeting. We even ended up with tea at the cafeteria. It's like, it's that social. It's that, and we wish we didn't have the restrictions of COVID, then we would have probably socialized much more. Yeah, but I want to assure you, and I want to commit myself that going forward, we would want to see the whole Jubilee fraternity working together in harmony to achieve the objectives of the party. And I believe that's what we work.
Was there an opportunity for members as well to engage with the president in terms
The agenda was one. The president proposed, there was a seconder, and that's it. So there was no engagement because once the agenda item is completed, there's no engagement.
Why would you
We will have a meeting to engage depending on the issues of the day. Yeah, but the agenda item for the day did not have opportunity or room for discussion.
Why do you think the government felt the need to change leadership?
It's not the government we are talking of a party.
Yeah, why did the party feel the need?
The party changed because the members felt there was need for a change. Yeah.
I think let me because I think let me also join my colleague in thanking His Excellency the President and the party leadership for showing confidence in us, my colleague here. I also want to thank the members of the Jubilee Party and Coalition for their resilience and also for the confidence. And secondly, I think politics is so dynamic. This is one thing that really we also need to understand. Politics is so dynamic in the sense that every day comes with events. So as the Jubilee family, the Jubilee and the Coalition Party family, ours is to make sure the Jubilee agenda succeeds. And that is what exactly the President actually has told the members. So mine is to say thank you. I know we have a very able team. Amos Kimunya has served in different capacities. He has been Minister for Finance, he has been Minister for Transport, Minister for Land, Minister for Trade. And I've had one time the privilege of being the only backbencher in the House Business Committee, actually, where he was the government leader. Ours is to ensure that we will make sure the Jubilee agenda, in line with the principles stated under the handshake, succeeds. And I think that's what the President has emphasized. And he has rightly put it. There is no Jubilee A or Jubilee B. Ours is to make sure the Jubilee family works together as a group to make sure the Jubilee agenda succeeds. Otherwise, we wish you well also, and I hope you will support us in implementing the agenda of His Excellency, the Jubilee Party, and the Jubilee government. Thank you so much.